People are apparently going into debt to go on a Disney vacation.
I spend about 10 grand a week on my credit cards and we're gonna do Disney, so come with me, let's go.
Why ruin their childhood because of my bad choices,
I never went on a Disney cruise. My childhood wasn't ruined.
Your children do not need to go on a cruise, I promise.
For me and my son, he likes the food.
Hello, do we like my hair? Is it giving Mickey Mouse? That was the goal. And I'm wrapping a sweater that I got literally 10 years ago. Anyways, there's something that I've been noticing more and more, and I genuinely didn't realize how common it was until quite recently. People are going into actual debt to go on Disney vacations. I know some of you probably aren't surprised at all by that. Credit cards, payment plans, financing, still paying it off months later. And the thing is, this is being treated like it's kind of normal, just from what I've seen on social media.
Almost half the people at Disney are going into debt.
45% of parents with children under the age of 18 have gone into some kind of debt going to Disney World. But you know what the even more shocking part is? Most of them say the biggest budget breaker is food and drinks. Disney's really good at penny pinching if you come unprepared. Guess what generation is in the most debt going to Disney?
It's millennials, isn't it?
No, it's Gen Z.
Pretty significant percentage, I feel, of who is going into debt for this. I just personally am coming from the point of view where I'm not really gonna go on a vacation unless I can afford it, unless I can pay for it, not go in debt to go. I don't know, you'll see things like people saying, we're still paying off our Disney trip, but it was worth it. Or we'll put it on a credit card. Memories are priceless. We can't really afford it right now, but we're gonna go anyway. The kids deserve Disney.
You just spent $1,000 on this car. It'll go Disney, 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 Disney. And then Wendy's.
We went to Disney once in November, and then we went a couple weeks ago.
Kidding me?
Going twice in January.
Took our nephew for his birthday. And then we went for my birthday. We're going for our nephew's birthday in January. I like to do mine at Disney.
Why don't you do that when you're out of debt and have fully funded emergency fund and you're on track for retirement? How much was spent this last month, guys?
I would say probably 10,000, yeah.
$21,000, guys. You open new debts. You spent. How did no one have any? You guys estimated it by under half.
Just didn't look at it.
$72,022. What the f is this?
That's another debt consolidation loan. Going and traveling to see her family and going to Disneyland and traveling to see my family.
They got a 13% personal loan for traveling.
Do you see her face? She has no regrets. Not a single regret in her eyes. Casually enjoying my Disney vacation, ignoring the massive credit card debt and all of life's stressors because the mouse cures all. I truly hate when the credit card debt is worth it. And look, I get it. I really do. Disney is nostalgic. It's emotional. It's magical. Disney has this reputation for being the ultimate family trip. But at what point do we start normalizing financial stress for a vacation? Because Disney isn't just expensive. It's extremely easy to accidentally spend way more than you planned. Let's talk about the actual cost, realistically. If you're flying, you're already likely to spend, $1,000 to $2,000 for a family to go. And that's probably more realistic for American people. When I was looking at flights back in February, I was looking to pay $700 just for me to go from where I live in Canada to LAX. Just for me, one plane ticket, plus the hotel. That fully depends on where you're staying. Have you seen the park ticket prices? Disney food, expensive. The extras, the souvenirs, transportation, that's another few hundred.
How much does one day Disney World actually cost? I'm not gonna lie to you, once I did the math, my jaw was on the floor. I based all my calculations off of a family of 4, 2 adults and 2 kids that are staying at a moderate resort. For one night, a moderate resort in June is going to run you on $300. Now, you've got to add park tickets. Without adding park hopper, this is going to be around $170 per person, which comes out to $680 for the family. Ouch. Now, I know most families aren't going to want to spend their day waiting in lines, so with the addition of Lightning Lane Multipass for the whole family, it's going to be roughly $25 per person and comes out to $100 in total. Now, we can't forget about all the park food. If this family doesn't do sit-down meals, the average food cost will be about $50 per person. Yes, kids' meal prices are built into the average. But if this family wants a nice sit-down meal, this is going to run them around $80 per person. Therefore, their food bill is going to be anywhere between $200 to over $300 for one day. Average merch cost per person that I came to is around $60, so in total it'd be around $240. I know the cost of merch is very subjective to each family, but this is just a rough estimate. Now, the grand total for one day at Disney World comes out to between $1,500 to $1,700. And if you stayed at a deluxe resort, you'd slap another $300 to $400 on that total.
I think The part that people underestimate the most is how much you can actually spend in the parks. How easy it is to spend inside the park. Because everything feels small in the moment. You're not thinking, I just spent $60. It's more like, oh, it's just $12 here, $9 here. It's just $18, $6, that's nothing. But it adds up fast. Bottle of water, $5. Coffee, $7. A snack, $8 to $12. And then you have to factor in the meals if you're not packing your own food, which I definitely recommend. I remember when I went, I packed a lot of protein bars. I had things in the park as well, but shout out to my parents. I wasn't paying for it at the time, so praise the Lord. But it's expensive. If I were to go now, I would definitely have some Disney snacks. You gotta. But I would definitely probably pack protein bars, pack sandwiches. It's very easy to spend $70 to $100+ per person in just one day. This is how easy it is to spend just like an absurd amount on even just food, because the food is expansive. What do you guys think? Like, are you shocked by these prices? Or you're like, yeah, that sounds about right. It's what I was expecting.
Here's how much I spent in a day at Disney. The tickets into the park were $184 per person. First thing, we had to get a sweatshirt. This one was $70.03. This frozen apple juice and pretzel breadstick was the best snack of the trip. It was $13.68. Everyone raves about this macaroon. It was $6.49. Had to hydrate. This was around $4. Lunchtime, mozzarella sticks and fries. This was $12. It was from the Golden Horseshoe. More water, $4. I bought 4 keychains for my nieces and nephews. It totaled $64.61. You have to get a Mickey pretzel. This was $7.25. I was filling ice cream. A single soup was $5.79. I have never tried a turkey leg before, but these were good. $12.49 added to the trip. Waiting for our watermelon lemonade. This was $10.49 and it was good. Why not add in some donuts? These were $5.99. I cannot go to Disneyland without getting this grilled cheese and tomato soup. We also added a cookie. Dinner was $18.48. I was really surprised. I spent $419.30 today at Disney.
That grilled cheese is making my mouth water. So yum. Yeah, the prices are crazy and I feel like the portions are just really small. I have a black hole of a stomach, to be real with you guys, but the portions are just pretty small.
This is everything I ate at Disney World with prices and exactly where to get them. Starting with breakfast, I had the Ronto morning wrap. It's sausage, egg, and cheese inside of a pita, and it's a good portion size. And pair that with this cold brew black calf. I'm not even a coffee drinker, but the sweet cream cold foam and Nesquik cereal on top was so good. And I really wanted to try the Star Wars Blue Milk, but don't be deceived by the name like I was, because it's actually a fruity slushie, which is kind of disappointing as someone who really loves to drink milk. But I can confirm that Tiana's famous beignets are as good as they look in the movie. It's a doughy pastry with powdered sugar and topped with warm drizzled honey. And oh my gosh, this is probably one of my favorite things I've had. And then I had to try the viral cheeseburger spring rolls, which is exactly what it sounds like, a cheeseburger inside of a spring roll. But make sure to get these early on in the day because they sell out. Then I had lunch at the Sci-Fi Drive-In Theater, and it's so cool. You get to sit in these cars and watch retro movie clips while you eat. This place is definitely all about the experience, but controversial opinion, I think the food is good too. I needed something refreshing in the hot Florida heat, so I got a root beer float and it was so yummy. Cake Bake is literally the prettiest restaurant I've ever seen. You have to get their giant slices of cake. I got the red velvet and it was so pretty and delicious. I also got the teriyaki beef and chicken bowl. This was nothing special or unique to Disney. However, I do think the portion size is pretty small for the price. Then I had dinner at Summer House on the Lake. It's like a beach house inside and all of the food is really good too, but I definitely recommend the meatballs. Right next door is the cookie bar and they have the most delicious, best, gooeyest cookies ever. I loved the sprinkle cookie. And you can't go to Disney without getting at least one Mickey-shaped snack.
It's making me hungry. See what I mean? Like the tiniest little snacks are that much money. I'm assuming that's USD, so oof. And if you're a family of 4, that's like $300 plus in food alone in one day. And that's not luxury dining, that's burgers, fries, and snacks.
Day 2 of trying to beat the Disney dining plan. We are a family of 6, but 4 of us are on the dining plan.
Yeah, apparently they have Disney dining plans, which is actually smart if you're a family going to Disneyland.
It's $796 for the dining plan for 4 nights, 5 days. Yesterday was the first day, and we spent $421.59. How much we add to that total today? Got a little slushie and a homemade Pop-Tart from Woody's Lunchbox. Those Pop-Tarts are amazing. And then we rode a few rides because the rain stopped and went back to Woody's Lunchbox to eat our lunch. We spent $74.50 for our lunch, and it was absolutely delicious. We stopped and got some waffles at Sleepy Hollow and spent $19.74. If you've never eaten at Cinderella's Royal Table, it's one of those experiences that just cannot be beat. There are a select few table service credits that are 2 credits, and this is one of those because it is an expensive experience. If we wouldn't have used the dining plan, our total would have been $342.13. If you didn't know, this is a 3-course dinner, and you meet 5 princesses, you meet Cinderella at the beginning, and then 4 walk throughout the room. I had a filet and it was so good, and then the cheesecake. So our total for day 2 was $448.99, bringing our 2-day total to $870.58.
So you get the idea, but they paid $796? Yeah, for 4 people to eat for 5 days. And you just poop it out. At the end of the day, you know? Here's another one of those dining plans.
Day 4 of trying to beat the mouse in his house by spending at least $727.56 on food at Disney World. In 3 days so far, we have spent $654.46. Means we have today and tomorrow remaining, and we only need to spend $73.10 to break even. In order to make sure we are getting our money's worth with that plan, I have been calculating how much each food item we've gotten with our plan would have cost us had we not used it. They're all pretty decent portions. Like, that's a lot of food. Grand total for 4 kids meal credits, $33.96.
Cold brews from Westward Ho, and they were $4.49 each.
We're taking a break to grab a snack, and we went over to the Sunshine Tree Terrace to grab the I Lava You float. It's $7.29 and counts as 1 snack credit.
Everything we got, 3 of us got the grilled salmon, and 1 of us got the chicken strips. I think the chicken strips are the better deal.
Grilled salmon meals were $8.59 each, and they came with 2 sides. We picked like green beans, rice, french fries, 2 of those. And the chicken strips were $8.49, again with 2 sides. Which puts our daily spend right now at $84.99, which means we have officially broken even and everything else is gravy.
Anyways, we're not gonna watch the whole video because it's 5 minutes long, but you get the idea. Food in general nowadays is getting really overpriced. It's expensive to really eat anywhere.
I spend about 10 grand a week on my credit cards, and today I'm flying from St. Louis to LA, and we're gonna do Disney, so come with me, let's go.
Your girl's thirsty. We got food. It was dirty down there. No. 11 doll hairs on a churro and a water.
On a churro and a water.
We got a snack, a croissant cookie, and an apple slushie.
Have a Disney Visa card or Magic Key?
Carne asada loaded fries and a soda. Another like what, $20 or something? We're just here for the food. I just spent $11 on this cheesy mac and cheese, bacon cheesy cone thing.
Do we have any discounts, Magic Key?
I mean, I think I did pretty good. See how quickly it adds up? Then you add the extra because Disney is really good at making everything feel magical. Matching shirts, the mini ears, plush toys, popcorn buckets, souvenir cups, light up toys. It's so easy to say, okay, I'll get one thing. And then that turns into, I kind of want the ears. That hoodie is so cute. Okay, I have to have this. It's exclusive to the park. And suddenly you've spent another $200. And plus with kids, oh my gosh, I can only imagine.
A a realistic how much I spent in Disney World for my last day. We're just gonna start here. This beautiful bottle. Oh my God, it has like a metallic to it. And they're $59.99. Oh my God, but with my annual pass discount, minus $12, we paid $51.59.
For a bottle.
Bro, just for a bottle. That girl's crazy. That's how you know I love her. We got the exclusive Food and Wine Festival Remy. We do collect a lot of Remy's, but this one's special. He comes with Gusto. He was only $24.99 with my discount. Let's see how much I got him for. Minus $5, I paid $21.29. Next, we got 2 Cocoa Wishables. These are gifts for family members because we already have the whole set. Okay, so the total of these were $28.78 with a minus $3.60 with a 20% discount. It's so cute, especially for the fall vibes. $32.99 minus $6.60, $26.39. Total with just these and this shirt, we paid $58.76. Disney's Mickey and Friends. And then the front has the castle. The suitcase was $200, but I got $39.80 off with my discount on this suitcase. So I paid a total of $171.14 for this bad boy.
Yeah, those prices do not surprise me at all. I mean, we all know Disney's expensive.
How much we spent in Disney for the day? This was a must, guys. I was gonna pass on it, and I was like, how am I gonna get it home? 30th anniversary Buzz Lightyear, $49.99.
He was flying off the shelves, you guys. We had to get it.
Oh my God. We got this beautiful nutcracker. Cast members even said, I cannot believe this ornament. He is so beautiful. It was $24.99. This is next. I had to wear it. Pumpkin sweater. The pumpkin jackets were $69.99. I got $14 off each of them with my discount. So the total was $119.26 for both of these. Next, these gems. $64.99 with the 20% discount off of both of them. I'll give you the full price when I pull the receipt out. $19.99 for this. I don't think it's worth that. Here we go. Then I found the lug. My lug was $65 and I got $13 off on it with my discount. This beauty here is the new Coco collection. $39.99 with our discount. 20% off of that. Okay, this one was $64.99. Got a bunch of Lightning McQueens because my girlfriend wanted her own. And we got maters. I just wanted, we got 3 maters. And then we got these cute teddies. We were on the hunt for these bad boys. So cute. After our discount, it was $143. We got 20% off each year thing. But that's how much we spent today.
Someone commented, that's my rent this month. And here's the thing, it seems like a lot of people aren't saving up for these trips anymore. They're just kind of going and figuring it out later, which usually means credit cards, buy now, pay later, Disney payment plans, vacation financing. And psychologically, that makes it feel more manageable. Because instead of thinking, oh, I'll just spend $5,000, you think, oh, it's only $250 a month. But then the trip is already over. You're back home, you're back to normal life, still making payments for a vacation that's already over and done with. And vacations are supposed to be fun. They're supposed to be relaxing. But if you're stressed about money afterwards, is it actually relaxing? Like, I don't know. I don't think it's worth it for me personally. And I love Disneyland, okay? I love it. But I personally am the type to save up or go when I actually have the money to do so, not just put it on a credit card. Hey, HeyItsThalia here. So I just wanted to make a little note that I understand some people do have to put vacations on a credit card because there's literally no other way that they can go away. It's like when I moved in to this place, I couldn't afford a ton of furniture all at once. So I have a payment plan. I pay monthly for the furniture. I guess I'm just trying to say there are other things that you can do that don't cost as much as Disney, especially with little ones that are not even gonna remember the trip, right? So I understand really wanting to go, and for some people the only way to get away is being in debt for a period of time. I guess just personally, that would stress me right out. Cause furniture was a necessity. I needed furniture or else I was gonna be sitting and eating on the ground every day. I haven't really gone on vacation in 10 years since my parents took me to Disneyland cause there's other life things that I have to pay for, you know? Anyways, I hope that makes it clear. I do understand that some people, it's the only way. Okay, bye. Enjoy the rest of the video. And I feel like there's almost this pressure, especially for families, to go. If you don't take your kids to Disney, you're missing out. It's a childhood requirement. But realistically, the kids don't know the prices of things. They don't know if the trip is gonna cost $800 or $6,000. They just know we're going together, we're having fun, we're eating good snacks, we're at a pool, we're on rides. But you can create those amazing memories without going into debt.
I did it. I did it last year. She's now 7, about to turn 8. She was 6 at the time. So I take her, my wife was pregnant with the youngest, and my son. He at the time was 1 maybe. I take them to Disney World, bro, and Universal Studios, along with family friend and her 2 daughters, right? If y'all ever been to Disney World or Universal Studios, you know it's kind of like an adventure. just to get in the park. It's an adventure. You're gonna do some walking, and it's Florida. It's hot as shit. Or even if you go to California, still hot as shit. By the time we make it into the park, guys, these kids, I'm tired, I'm hungry, I want to go lay down, I want to do this. Y'all about to have fun. I don't care if I gotta force you to have fun. And I had a military discount, and I still feel like I paid so much for those tickets. All for them to have more fun at the Airbnb in the pool. Don't take them kids to no Disney, bro.
See, just take them to the pool. The top comment is quoting her kid, I assume. Can we go back to the pool at the hotel? The pool? You're at Disneyland and you want to go back to the hotel pool? This other comment, took my kids to Legoland, bought them whatever they wanted. When we left, they had the nerve to ask us as we're driving out of the Legoland parking lot, what's next? Oh my gosh, and then the comment underneath it, I hate the what's next after $1 million day. The adults are going for themselves because the kids would have a great time just playing at the local pool or do a little staycation and stay in a hotel for a day and let them play in the pool.
For me and my son, like I want
Kids
my
too.
he likes the characters. He likes going out. No, he does really like the characters, and he really loves Disney. Like
He's two. He can't remember things for at least the minimum another year.
He likes the watermelon from the freaking resort. That's what he likes.
I mean, he likes the food. There's
two. He has no memory of this.
Let's be honest. Parents are taking their kids and when they're that young too, when they're at that age, you're not going for the child, you're going for you. Let's be real. Your 2-year-old does not need to go to Disney. Don't like 2-year-olds get in for free though? Like if you're under a certain age, you get to go for free.
The trips are coming up.
So,
please don't tell me trips are coming up.
Well, I've been trying to plan a Disney cruise.
That's insanely expensive.
I know.
That? How much is that going to cost?
Well,
how much is that going to cost?
For the weeks that I needed to go. So it had to be specific because he can't get off work. He has shut down on 2 weeks a year. So the price for the week we needed to go was going to be $8,000 for the cruise.
Oh my! That is a month of your income, lady.
Dang, that's good. She makes $8 grand in a month. Flip.
Why ruin their childhood because of my bad choices,
I never went on a Disney cruise. My childhood wasn't ruined.
Well, it's actually cheaper than going to Disney World, so I actually thought this was the cheaper option.
I didn't go to Disney World until I basically was graduating high school. It did not ruin my childhood.
Your children do not need to go on a cruise, I promise. I've never been on a cruise in my life. And I think social media has made this worse because now Disney trips look like matching outfits. Perfect photos, everything we ate videos, massive souvenir hauls, perfect park days. And it creates this expectation that this is standard. But those videos don't show the budgeting, the stress afterwards, we probably shouldn't have spent that much. They just show the highlight reel as social media is. And just to be clear, there's nothing wrong with going to Disney. You save up for it, plan for it, budget responsibly, fantastic. Again, I cannot stress it enough, I freaking love Disney. Favorite place on earth. I turned 10 years old as soon as I walked through the gates. But going into debt for a vacation, that's just where it becomes questionable. For me personally, I don't know. Let me know how you guys feel about it. I always want to hear your thoughts and opinions. I don't know, because vacations end and then the debt doesn't just end with it. You go home, unpack, go back to work, back to routine, and you're still paying for this trip. I would hate that personally. I know some people are clearly okay with it. I don't know. I just think people don't talk about that part enough.
How much student loans we have left?
I probably have 100,000 in student loans.
Okay, add it all up in your head. I think we're doing this for the first time. How much debt do you have total?
I'm gonna say at least 180 grand.
Can you tell me, did you guys pay cash for the trip?
For half of it.
The other half is on what?
A Disney card.
Oh, the Disney credit card. What do you get for putting it on the Disney card versus any old other card?
It has 6 months special financing, so there's no interest for 6 months.
Okay, so is your plan to pay it off in 6 months?
That's the plan, yes.
That is the plan if we can do that for sure, yeah.
That doesn't instill confidence. You're like, if we, because otherwise it's going to crank up to what, 29% APR or something crazy?
Right, yeah, absolutely.
Do you guys have any debt right now?
Yes.
How much?
My student loans, they're about $100,000. $1,000.
What was your degree?
Business administration.
How much total do you have in debt?
Probably around 128,000, I'd say total.
Do you ever feel like, oh, I'll just die with the debt? Like, is there a game plan to be like, I'm going to pay this off in 3 years? Or is it just kind of like, I'll make my payments?
It's going to be probably in about 15 years, I'm assuming I'll get it paid off. I don't know.
How old are you now?
I'm 22.
The debt that you get for going to school is crazy. I just feel like we're a little too comfortable having a lot of debt. Let's just go to Disney. Let's just live it up anyways. Paying off that much, like 100K plus, is gonna take like a lifetime to pay off.
This is part 3 of how we got into massive debt, and this is one of my most embarrassing debts that we have. A few years ago, our family took a trip to Disney and we impulsively purchased the Disney Vacation Club. And we did so by financing it. If you don't know what the Disney Vacation Club, or DVC, is, it's kind of like a timeshare for Disney World. Except instead of having one specific resort or specific weeks of the year that you get to use it, it's a point system. You buy a certain number of points, and then those points can get redeemed at any DVC resort any time of the year that they have availability. That means you can end up staying at Disney World properties, Disneyland properties, and they also have other DVC resorts like in Hawaii and in Europe. So it definitely provides like a lot of opportunity to travel. Now, with that being said, this is a very bougie luxury purchase that we had no business making. There were some incentives when we purchased, so the total cost of financing was around $27,000. Now, was this stupid? Yes, I know that. But I promise you, our hearts were in a good place, but like our financial literacy was zero. When we took this trip and made this purchase, we were a foster family. We were supposed to go on this trip with 3 kids, but then at the last second we got placed with 2 extra kids, and we wound up rearranging everything so that way we could take those 2 kids to Disney with us. So we were traveling as a family of 7. They got placed with us only 2 weeks before the trip, so I was just coming off of like rearranging everything. We were supposed to stay at a moderate resort in a normal hotel room. We ended up switching to the cabins because the cost of trying to rent 2 hotel rooms right next to each other was super expensive, and then any sort of like suite at the luxury resorts was insanely expensive. So the cabin was the only thing that was like somewhat affordable and could fit a family of 7. And then one super hot sunny day while we were there, we ended up at one of the DVC informational like booths where they have fans and water, and they're like trying to draw you in, obviously. And we had just gone under there to get out of the sun for a few minutes. Of course, the representative starts talking to us about all the details and everything. And my husband and I are just so gullible, and we very quickly got suckered in. We went on a tour and saw the different DVC resorts and how beautiful they are. But more than just how beautiful they are, it makes access to like the suites that can fit large families a lot easier in comparison to just getting 2 rooms or getting a suite like at market value. So obviously we didn't have the money to pay for something like this in full. We never should have financed it. But our thinking at the time was, if we're going to keep being foster parents and we're always going to have lots of kids in our family, we wanted to know that we would still be able to travel and be able to take the kids with us. Am I proud of this purchase? No. Was it necessary? No. So we have looked into selling it, but we're currently upside down in our loan. If we were to try to sell it right now, we would actually have to pay $10,000 to have the loan fully paid off and be able to like release the title of it.
Oh my gosh, $27,000. Yikes.
This is one of those topics where you have to reread the caption over and over, and just to be like, is this serious? Being dead serious. People are literally going over to Disney, spending tens of thousands of dollars enjoying it with their family. When you go to Disney, they have your fingerprint, they have you on camera and all this stuff. Then they go home, or before they go home, they go to the restaurant, spend $300 or maybe even $4,000 at the restaurants, whatever. Then they go home and dispute every single charge, and some of these guys are ending up in jail. This is just dumb. This is all over social media right now. If you want to go to Disney, save the money and go to Disney. Right now, the economy is pretty terrible. If you got it, go. If you don't, save up for it, but don't put yourself in debt and then try to call the bank and say, oh, this was not me, when they got you on video and fingerprints. It's showing it's you. Like, it's getting out of control. Is Disney really worth people ending their life and going to jail for it?
Yeah, yikes. Big yikes. That's crazy.
The idea of Disney adults absolutely amazes me, mainly for the fact that they come back from a $15,000 vacation, drive into the driveway, park the car, keys on the table, they unironically look across the table at their partner and go, we can't afford another trip to Disney next week, but maybe let's take a
$20,000 loan
with
48% interest.
And then they look at their partner across the table, and the partner goes like, yeah, that's a great idea. Let's do that. And then they do that
3 more times during the year.
And then declare bankruptcy because they wonder how their debt got so bad.
This is literally how some people think. The top comment, credit score is temporary. Space Mountain is forever. If you've never been to Disneyland, Space Mountain is next level. So fun. Also, Disney prices has just gone up a lot in general. We love inflation. Plus, a lot of things cost extra over the years. Fast passes, photo packages, special experiences, character dining, park hopping, and that obviously increases the grand total. All making it very very, very easy to overspend.
People are apparently going into debt to go on a Disney vacation. According to the Wall Street Journal, a typical 4-day family trip to Disney World cost you $4,266, up $3,000 from 5 years ago. In 2024, there was a survey done of 2,000 people where 45% of the people that went on Disney vacation went in debt to do it. You think Disney's revenue must be going up, right? Wrong. People inside the Walt Disney Company have admitted the experience has become more unaffordable to go to Disney World, with executives also concerned about the lack of revenue coming from the park. You see, the biggest thing we lost was Fast Pass no longer being free. People got to pay for Lightning Lane. There's so many different Lightning Lanes, Genie Plus, whatever, now that the most expensive one is over $400. Even the little things too, like losing Magical Express that used to be a free trip and now costs you money to get to and from the airport. People spending money on this, people have spent less money at like table service restaurants and stuff like that. So Disney has now put out kind of a statement here saying that they offer all these deals to people because they know how much a Disney vacation means to people. And saying they haven't raised the ticket price in Disneyland since 2019. Not the same for Disney World, because in 2019 a one-day ticket was $109 to $125. Now the ticket prices are a lot more than that.
That's crazy that they charge that much for the line shiz. Like, last time I went to Disney, I think it was like 10 years ago now, that was free. I didn't have to pay for that. You just went to the little machine and got a pass for it. Think about how many hours you have to work, especially like if you're taking your family, if it's not just you going or you and a friend, adds up real quick. And I think the biggest thing is Disney, like I said, is really good at making everything magical. Like, this is special, this is once in a lifetime, and for a lot of people it is. And when you're in that mindset, you are way more likely to spend big bucks because you're thinking, well, we're already here, we might as well, it's part of the experience, we don't want to miss out. And then suddenly your budget is out the window. Disney is so fun, it's so nostalgic, it's memorable, it is a great trip for a lot of people.
Everyone knows Disney is the absolute worst waste of money in the history of mankind. It's so expensive. Every single thing is designed to like literally flip you upside down and shake all of the change out of your pocket. However, every single time we go, and I know, Joe, every time you go, and I've never talked to you about going to Disney, Doug, but I'm telling you it'd be amazing if you did. Like, it is so awesome. You never leave and go, I wish I wouldn't have done that. You're like, I should come back. Yeah. I wish I could live here.
Exactly. Disney is only a waste of money if the people that are going don't enjoy Disney. If you're not a Disney fan, why go? Creating memories, because it's obviously going to be like a core memory going to Disneyland, it's not a waste of money. Yes, it's expensive. Yes, you wait in hella long lines, but it's worth it. It's a good time. I went like 10 years ago and I still think about it to this day. I still talk about it all the time. But I do think we need to talk about how normalized it's become to go even when you can't afford it. Because a vacation shouldn't put you in a worse financial situation. The most enjoyable trip is one where not checking your bank account with everything that you do, worrying about your credit card, second guessing every purchase. That's not relaxing. That's not a vacation. At the end of the day, the magic shouldn't follow you home as a monthly payment. Wanting a fun vacation is not the problem. Spending a lot on a trip that you saved up for, totally fine. I think the biggest thing is just being honest about it. Disney is expensive. It is not a small trip. It can be a major financial decision. And I think people just treat it like it's just something you do. But if it means putting it on a credit card or stressing about money afterward or spending months paying it off, maybe it's just not the right time to go, because the most magical Disney trip is probably the one that you can actually afford. As I mentioned in this video, I genuinely want to know your thoughts and opinions on all of this. How do you feel about all of this? Have you gone to Disneyland or Disney World? Let me know. Do you think it's worth the money? Let's chat it up in the comment section. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video.